Good morning, y'all. We're going to do a quick Tuesday tally. I am not going to walk the entire garden today because I haven't really done a whole lot that's different from the last 2 weeks of Tuesday tallies. And I've also shown you a couple of different things in the garden in between in videos. I've got a couple videos I need to get edited, and they will not make a whole lot of sense if I show you a Tuesday tally with all that stuff done. So I'm not going to walk the whole garden, but I do want to show you what I picked up. I did a little bit of plant shopping, kind of threw my husband off guard because we went to Home Depot to pick up some things and plants were not on the list. But of course, as he was doing a return and picking up some other things, he came back to the garden center and I had a cart. So let me show you what I got, and then I'll go around and I'll show you something else that I discovered in the garden that literally made my heart sink. So I told you I was looking for something with some dark foliage. I found some dark foliage begonias, and I am going to put them out on the edge in front of the Durantas on the alley. And I also got some alyssum that's got a weed growing in it, and I also got a dark coleus. So those are the things that I picked up. I'm going to get those out in the garden. I still need to do some drip. Haven't gotten around to that. So that's why I'm not really making a whole fuss about doing an entire garden walk. The lettuces are still lettucing. They're filling in pretty good. A couple of them are struggling. I need to spin some of them around to the light, but they're doing pretty good. Now, let's go on a little walk. Oh, pretty bloom, pretty bloom. Oh, these guys are coming back into bloom after I cut them back pretty hard. Those lettuces are still doing what they're doing. The rabbits haven't gotten to them. The rats haven't gotten to them. I'm really pushing my luck. I need to go ahead and get those cut so that we can enjoy them. Otherwise, we won't get to eat them. Pretty ageratum in bloom. But like I said, the ageratum is native here and it is going to take over like a weed. Just a quick little stop to check on the nasturtiums and this is the early Jersey Wakefield cabbage. And those are doing pretty good. I'm not mad at them at all. Let's just try to untangle their leaves a little bit so that they don't grow into the netting. And these are just these are like little insect nets for hiking. You put them on top of your hat and then you tighten the string around your neck just to keep them from biting your face and neck. That's what those are. Got some blooms coming. Still need to go ahead and snatch those beans out of there. I cut this coleus back pretty hard the other day. It was just way too scraggly at the top, so I just went ahead and just chopped it back. And that chop back has made what was left of the leaves start to grow up pretty good. So y'all, I came around here the other day and I was looking to clean up the greenhouse and get some more seedlings put in here. I need to do something with this. But I found my raised bed has collapsed. When I tell you that my heart literally just stopped beating for a moment, and you see there is a spider web going across here. And I didn't even disturb him because I just reached over and I pulled out what needed to be pulled out of there. And yeah. Yeah. This is what I'm dealing with here in the greenhouse. And I don't know what to do. My husband has said, you know, maybe he can just get some boards and redo the bottom. I think personally I need to just take this entire bed out, either cut the legs off and just set it on the ground, or switch to metal raised beds in here. And then I can just do 2 raised beds, one along that wall and then one along the wall with the shelves. And I can reduce to 1 shelf on the side on this wall so that I have enough space to actually step into the greenhouse, but I can move one of these shelves over and then I'll have like a little walk space. So it'll be kind of like a keyhole. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do at this point, but I've got to figure it out in the next couple of days because I have a ton of seedlings that I got to go somewhere with. Got some water here that I need to dump. This is where the lettuce tower is supposed to be. I don't want to put it back over here until I have figured out what's going on with the greenhouse. And I've got some space to work. This portulaca in here was self-seeded. And it's still doing okay. I've not really been paying a whole lot of attention to it. The cold weather has kind of been messing with it a bit. The bananas are throwing pups like crazy. So we are going to start getting way more bananas than we can eat in the next couple of years. This one will be the next one to bloom and produce fruit. But if you look in the back, I have 2 pups that are, here, let me walk around this way and show you. I got 2 pups in the back that are roughly the same size, and they will be the following year. So those will be my 2026 bananas. And then I have probably that one will be my 2027, and my 2028 looks like it will be those 2 babies, that one and that one. And then I've got for 2029 those 2 that are coming up. So this banana is doing pretty good. I've got 1, 2, 3, so 4 productions so far of bananas. And I got a toad. Let me see if I can zoom in on him. You guys can see him. Hi, Mr. Toad. You know, everybody's going to tell me to kill you, but I'm not going to kill you. You can stay here. You're fine. I don't have any dogs. And there should be no dogs running around in my neighborhood, in my yard. So you can stay. So this is what I'm dealing with, y'all. I'm dealing with a disaster in the greenhouse. And I can't close the gate. And I'll show you this section because I did try to record it. I thought I was recording it and I didn't. I ended up with a really, really short video. I trimmed this, what is this? Jesus, that's going to definitely be a t-shirt. What's this thing called? Sweet potato vine. And I trimmed everything back over here because this, Jesus Christ, tell me what the name of this plant is. Copperleaf. Thank God for prayers because I would never get these words if I didn't call on Jesus to tell me what they were. The copperleaf needed to be cut back. It was pretty much up to about here. And I didn't want it that tall. So I just cut it all the way back. And then I trimmed the Eugenias. This topiary was in dire need of help. And I still need to come in here and do a little bit more precision. I call this one my upside down topiary. I intentionally keep the small ball on the bottom. Typically with a topiary, they go large, medium, small, but I wanted it to be upside down and it's worked out pretty good to stay that way. I just think it looks interesting that way. But I do need to come in here and clean up some of this stuff with my snips. And something else I want to focus on in the next coming days is cleaning up some of these side yard trees or large shrubs. You can call them whatever you want. And I need to get my son's window screen replaced. Don't ask me how he broke it, but yeah, I need to get that done. It's driving me crazy every time I come out here and I see it like this. Something else that I do need to focus on is getting those Durantas trimmed up. I really want to take these out. I really, really, really want to take them out, but I don't know what I want to put here. I'd like to see something taller there, but I don't want to block the sunlight that comes around this section. Everything over here kind of needs some sun. If I put something too tall, plus my camera can't be blocked. So I got to figure something out there. I did get the Christmas lights put on the front hedges. And, well, not the hedges, the shrubs, just the ones in the front bed. I got the Christmas lights put on those. We do use solar Christmas lights, so they're not super bright, but it's just enough light for me. It's just enough light for me. I'm thinking about switching this bed to succulents. I don't want to run drip to it, and it stays pretty dry most of the year until I come out here and splash it with water. Now, I do need to do a little bit of adjustment because some things have been shifting around and stuff. I need to just reposition some things and tighten things up. But I think I want to do succulents here. Just thinking about that. I need to get some nutrients to this poor orange. Poor thing. Let's just enjoy the pretty blooms on the Farfugium. I've not seen much trouble from the rats since I put the baits out. I do have a couple around the house. I need to get a couple more out here, and I do still need to come out here and trim these mums back. They just, for the most part, they're done. Let me see. This one doesn't have any buds underneath, but the one in the back here does have a couple buds on it. So, I don't know. I need to just come out here and trim. And then, of course, I've got all of this ageratum that needs to come out. Couple other things down in here also, not just ageratum, but most of this is a bunch of ageratum that just doesn't need to be here. So let's call that one task done. The ageratum's out of there. Now I'll come back in here and I'll clean that up and I'll trim those boxwoods. Probably need to move those boxwoods somewhere else. I don't know where, but I probably do need to get them out of here, move them somewhere else. Salvia leucantha is starting to bloom again. The one in the front, you know what? Let's walk up there. I don't think the one in the front has awakened yet. I cut it back, I don't know, probably about 6 or 8 weeks ago. Yeah, it's not doing anything. It's got some green in there, but it hasn't woken up yet. So that's it. That's the Tuesday tally. Like I said, not gonna walk the whole garden. Just needed to show you guys a couple of things that were big issues, and that's it. Shortest one I've done yet, I think. 15 minutes. So thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna try to get some work done and get some of these videos edited so I can get them up for you guys. Y'all have a great day and the rest of your week as well. Get ready for Christmas. It's coming like a freight train. See you guys later.